Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my YouTube channel, the Explicit Tutorials, and my name is Dr. Joseph. In today's video, I shall be taking us muscular and skeletal tissues in course AB122. Please, as you are watching this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Now, muscular tissues are actually tissues that bring about movement, contraction, and what relaxation of most parts of the body of what an animal. Please, the basic unit of all muscle is called what? Myofibrin. Myofibrin. Myofibrin is the basic unit of all muscles found in the body, and the myofibrin is a minute, thread-like structure that comprises what? Complex proteins. They'll ask you that a minute thread-like structure that comprises complex protein is called which of these? Please, it is what? Myofibrin. Myofibrin is the basic unit of every muscle found in the body of what? An animal. Now, the various muscle cells or fibers, the muscle cells of the myofibrin are called fibers. They are arranged such that they are linked to form what? A myofilament. Alright? All the muscle cells or fibers are arranged together in order to form what? A myofilament. The myofilament is of two types. We have the thick one and what? The thin one. The basic unit of every muscle is what? Myofibrin, which is a minute thread-like structure that comprises what? Complex protein. Now, the various muscle cells or fibers are joined together to form what? A myofilament. Myofilament is of two kinds: the thick one and what? The thin one. Now, the thick one is made up of a protein called what? Myosin. It's made up of a type of protein called what? Myosin. Then this thin one is made up of a type of protein called what? Actin. Please, myosin is too thick, then actin is to what? Thin. Please take note of that. It is very, very what? Important. Now, this myosin and actin, they have their different functions in the body. Now, the arrangement of the myosin and the actin brings about is called what? Sarcomere, or people call it, some people call it what? Sarcomere. Please, it's called what? Sarcomere. Please take note of that. Let me stop here for now. This is just what? Introduction to what? Muscular and skeletal what? Tissues. Now, we have different types of muscles based on what? Structure. There are three types of muscles based on what? Structures. Three types of muscles based on structures. We have one. We have a smooth muscle tissue. All right. Now, let me give you the features of smooth muscle tissues. One, it is made up of what? It is made up of a single large oval nucleus rather. It's made up of what? A single large oval nucleus, which are what? Elongated. Alright, it has muscle cells that are what? Elongated, and the nucleus is what? Oval in shape. That is for that. And secondly, it has the ability to what? Contract and what? Relax. It is what? Involuntary muscle. It's also called what? Involuntary muscle. That is, it is not under the function of what? The brain. Now, please, the cells that are found in the smooth muscle are filled. That is, the various cells that are found in the smooth muscles are filled with a type of cytoplasm called what? Sarcoplasm. All right. The thin layer where the cytoplasm is filled is called what? Sarcoplasm, and it's surrounded by what is called what? Sarcolemma. sarcolemma. So all the tissues, all the cells that make up the smooth muscle is filled with a cytoplasm called what? Sarcoplasm. Now this sarcoplasm is surrounded by a thin membrane, elastic membrane called what? Sarcolemma. So please take note that. Now, smooth muscle, I said, is involuntary, that is, it is not under the function or the stimulation of what? The brain. Please take note of this. These smooth muscles, they are not what? Striated. That is, they do not have stripes. They are not striated. They don't have stripes. Alright, they are smooth. Just as the name implies, smooth. Okay. Now, where are they found? They are found in the uterus. They are found in the uterus. They are found in the wall of the bladder. They are found in the wall of the bladder, and they are found in the blood vessels. They are found in the blood vessels. They are found in the stomach, small intestine, and lower part of the esophagus, lower part of the gullet. Let me use gullet. Gullet, so otherwise called what? Esophagus. Please take note of the region, the membrane, the thin membrane that surrounds the sarcoplasm of the smooth muscle tissue is called what? Sarcolemma. And this smooth muscle tissue is found in places such as the uterus, the wall of the bladder, blood vessels, stomach, small intestine, and the lower part of what? The esophagus or what? The gullet. So please, the function of the smooth muscle is to bring about the slow contraction of the arteries in order for blood to what? Pass through the arteries. So please take note of that. These are the features of what? The smooth muscle. Now, I said that we have 3 types of muscle based on what? Structure. Based on structure. Now, the number 2 is what? Let's take skeletal muscle. I think I'll rub up this one. Skeletal muscle tissue. Skeletal muscle tissue. Skeletal muscle tissue. 2. Skeletal muscle tissue. Now, skeletal muscle tissue is the most dominant tissue found in the body of an animal. That is, they are the most common type of what? Tissue found in the body of animal, and they are important because they function in the movement of limbs, trunk, eyeballs. All right, they function in the movement of the limbs, trunks, and what? Eyeballs. So please take the that. And these skeletal muscles are also concerned with what? Breathing. All right. They're also concerned with what? Breathing. So please take note of that. Now, all the skeletons found in the human body, such as the biceps. Now, the biceps are enclosed in a connective sheath called what? Epimysium. Please, the connective tissue where, the connective sheath where the biceps are enclosed is called what? Epimysium. It is called what? Epimysium. Now, this epimysium is where the biceps are found what? Enclosed. And secondly, the sheath. The sheath will fold inward. The sheath folds inward to produce what is called what? Fasciculi. Alright, when the sheath folds inward, it forms what? A fasciculi. Now, this fasciculi is made up of what? Elongated cylindrical cells called what? Fibers. Please, the elongated cylindrical cells that the fasciculi are made up of is called what? Fibers. And the fibers in the fasciculi are what? Syncytium. They are what? Syncytium. Syncytium is a cell that comprises two or more nuclei, all right? A syncytium is a cell that comprises two or more nuclei. So please take note of that. Now this nucleus, all right, the nucleus is found in the lower part, or is found beneath the thin membrane of the skeletal muscle called what? Sarcolemma, all right? You know the sarcolemma is the membrane that surrounds what? The sarcoplasm. So please take note that the sarcoplasm is made up of a dark and light what? Stain, dark and light stain. Now, you know, when I introduced the class, I made mention of myofiber. I made mention of a type of protein called what? Myosin. It's myosin filaments. Myosin what? Filament, and we have under it. This one is the thick one, while the thin one is called what? Actin filament. Actin what? Filament. Now, during contraction, relaxation, and what? Movement, the myosin moves towards what? The actin filament. The movement of this myosin filament towards the actin filament is brought about by what? The mitochondria, all right? The mitochondria is what provides the energy for such what? Movements. Mitochondria is what provides energy for the movement of myosin towards what? The actin filament. So please take note that the arrangement of these myosin filaments and that of actin filament is called what? Sarcomere. I think I said that before. Some persons call it what? Sarcomere. So please take note of that. Now, the sarcoplasm is made up of dark and light stain. It's made up of what? Dark and light stain. All right. Now the dark stain is called what? The dark stain is related to what? The myosin filaments. The myosin filaments. And this myosin filament is also called what? A band. Take note of that too. The dark stain is toward the myosin filament, and it is also called what? A band. While the actin filaments is called what? The light stain, and it's also called what? I band. I what? Band. So please take note that this I band is connected to the what? The Z line. So this is all about the smooth and what? Skeletal muscle. Please take note of that. It is very important. Now the last one is the cardiac muscle. The muscle found in the heart is called what? Cardiac muscle. While the membrane of the heart is called what? A pericardium muscle. Number 3, cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle. I said the muscle of the heart is called what? Cardiac muscle. The muscle does not get tired. It triggers the pumping of blood through the atria and what? Ventricles of what? The heart. It also brings about what? Beating of the heart, the continual beating of the heart. That is the function of what? The cardiac muscle. 1, I said it is the muscle of the heart. 2, it stimulates the constant beating of the heart. And 3, it prepares the movement of blood through the arteries and what? The ventricles of the heart, thereby bringing about what? Circulation. Now, there are some features of this cardiac muscle, and that is it has certain features that are similar to that of what? The smooth muscle. Now, they are also involuntary in action, all right? They are also involuntary in action. But the difference between the cardiac muscle, you know, I told that the smooth muscle are involuntary. The cardiac muscle is also what? Involuntary. The difference between the cardiac muscle and the smooth muscle are: 1, the cardiac muscle is shorter. 2, the straps, it is a bit striated, that it has short stripes. The stripes are not what obviously what seen, and they are under the magnification of what electron microscope. All right, so please, that is the difference between the cardiac muscle and what the smooth muscle. So please take note of that. In our next class we shall be treating, okay, what is the function of the smooth muscle in general? I said it brings about the slow contraction and relaxation of what the artery of the body, and I said it's found in places such as the uterus, the wall of the bladder, small stomach, intestine, and the lower part of what the esophagus. Okay, now I said the cardiac muscle is called the muscle of the heart, and it brings about what the constant beating of the heart, and it prepares the movement of blood through the arteries and what ventricles of the heart, bringing about what circulation of blood. I said the cardiac muscle is also involuntary, but the different okay, it is distinguished from the smooth muscle in the following ways. It is shorter, and the striations or the stripes found in the cardiac muscle is not as obvious as what the one found in the smooth muscle. The skeletal muscles are really striated. It has a lot of what stripes in it. So please, at this point, to call it a day. In my next class we shall be discussing what skeletal system. You know, skeletal system is that system that bring about the movement of the body. It is called what the body framework. Without the skeletal muscle, there will be no what movement from one place to what another. We have different types of skeleton. We have the exoskeleton, aerostatic, and what endo. I also have the axial and what appendicular skeleton. So in our next video we shall be treating what the features and the features or characteristics of these types of skeleton. So at this point we'll call it a day. Please, thanks for watching, and endeavor to subscribe.